Alright, so it's a bit late here. I'm just gonna kind of have a quick session to wind down before bed. Alright, so what was I doing last time? Waiting for that pod to return, and then building the next thing, I guess. Okay. We are out of power, apparently. Okay. I need to figure out how to get a proper power source in this game. I don't remember. Don't remember how to do that. But this, hopefully eventually it becomes obvious. I don't think that I have anything that creates power as of yet. Power line, biomass burners, which we've already created one, but I mean the next step past the biomass burners, because obviously, while they work, they don't seem to be the most efficient things in the world. And if I remember correctly, I've got to turn this into, yeah. Alright, there's the leaves. Okay, let's get this power back online. Wait, it has some already? Then why is nothing running? What is it? Because this isn't up? I should really move this closer, actually. It doesn't make sense to have it out here. I thought it did at the time, but yeah, that's gotta be why. Okay, so I'm just gonna dismantle that quick, and I'll build, I guess, 2 of them over on this side. Gonna need to build some extra power over here, I guess. Is this intended to put more biomass burners up here? I don't think so, right? No, doesn't seem to be intended for that. Okay. Oh, these do have an input feed. So I guess eventually they're gonna... I'll be able to push something into them. I guess. I don't know. Be nice if I could. Okay, so now to connect these to the grid. There and there. And then I will configure, put 200 in this bad boy, 200 in this one. And we're cooking. Okay. So we got that going. We need... have enough of those, have enough of those. Don't have quite enough pipe. I don't remember where these are now, so I'm just gonna have to look through everything. Good to refresh myself anyways. It hasn't been that long since I played last, since my first session there, but I guess it's long enough that my memory's not 100% certain of everything. Nothing needed there. Okay. So...
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
What's that guy? They... Huh. Wonder if there's a way to feed it. Do they like these? I don't know if this is accomplishing anything. It seems to not like me. I don't know if I'm just scaring it, or if this is actually useful in some way. What else do I have? What if I try to give it some food? What about one of these? I guess not. Anyways, back to the building. It's not like I really wasted any time when everything else is just running in the background at the moment. What do I need next, or what do I want next? Let's see. We could get field research. A map would be useful. Molecular analysis machine would be good. That would clear out tier 1. Tier 2, obstacle clearing. Solid biofuel would be better. But it's for a chainsaw. Which I guess I'd be able to cut trees, which would be useful for the power issue. These, they'll help me jump around, but I don't think it really matters for the moment. These just seem like bonus type things. Nothing too critical. Version 2 stuff or Mark 2 stuff would be good, but I'm not even fully utilizing Mark 1 stuff yet. So, field research it is. I might just have enough. Let's see. Let me go around and collect and see what we've got here. It would be nice if it was just enough right off the bat. Save me some hassle down the road. Right. So that's being handled there. And the last thing I need is screws, if I remember correctly. Yep. They're over here. I think I'm going to be a little short on the screws. Eventually I'll clean all that up, get it sorted where everything's going into nice containers, all that kind of stuff. But cleaning up will come later. Okay.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources,
I haven't built
technology,
the
or
space
other
elevator
influence
yet.
should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
Reinforced iron plate. Am I producing that somewhere? If I am, where would it be? I don't know why sometimes my scroll wheel is just having a day, but it's fine. Right, that's concrete. Okay, so in order to make... It would require this. This is outputting regular plate, right? Okay, and then that's outputting screws. What's this? Rods. Right, that's just excess storage if that backs up. So in order to make plate, what do I need? It requires screws and plate. Okay. So I should build a splitter in between here, I guess. So Q. Does that just... I think it just snaps in place, yeah? Here's hoping at least. Looks like it does. Okay, so then if I take this, actually, you know what, I should build a merger first. Merger, let's put it... No, let's do this way, I guess. No, that disrupts the flow. We'll do it this way. I should put a splitter in front of this. What? I'm gonna dismantle that, dismantle this. I'm gonna put the merger. Let's put it over here. That way that won't collide quite as badly. And that will go over here. And then I need to build... what do you call it? Production, an assembler. Okay, so... That's just gonna back up for now, which is okay. I'll take all of those. And I will take all of these as well, and I'll just manually make a handful for now. I also needed rotors for the other thing. So first I'll build the MAM like I was planning, because I think I've got everything for that now. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I don't know. Don't want it to get in the way of anything. Do I just build it in line? Yeah, maybe. In line-ish. And then we need to connect... be hooked up to a connection. Does this not require power? Huh, what do you know? Cool.
The remains researched belong to an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function. Because its attacks focus on stabbing prey with the ends of their legs, which resemble insectoid stingers, they have been dubbed stingers. Stinger remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration. The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
I don't know if all this existed the last time I played. Very well may have, but I just don't remember. Sorry, I ended up with some smoothie on my finger there. Okay. What else? So... Oops. So these require various items to make. Now then, what about this guy? Do I have... Oh, I do have a summer sloop. I don't have Sam. I don't have the Mercer Sphere. I do have this. Gotta let my dog in here. Hey, Ada. Okay.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
I thought I had a bunch of these. They don't work when they're in your hand? Is that it? Huh, I guess they don't count when they're in your hand. That's good to know.
This fruit, dubbed the barrel nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Let's see what I can research on these guys. So, we've got the alien tech.
Summer sloop analysis completed. Summer sloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
let the energies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
Similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Hey, how you doing? Okay, that's good to know. Power slugs.
This semi-slug, now dubbed power slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location.
Okay, let those things run. the next thing I was going to do, right, was set up the feed here.